Kyle Busch celebrating his 11th career win in the Camping World Truck Series, his 4th win at Atlanta Motor Speedway. After all that celebration, he made it to victory lane, right?
Well, he has climbed out of this Miccosukee Toyota. Old chassis number 11 back to victory lane. Kyle Busch has won 11 times in this series, 9 with this truck, but I'll tell you what, the way that transmission was, I didn't think you had a chance in the world. How did you do it?
I don't know, man. I got to thank everybody on this team, all these guys that worked so hard at Billy Blue Motorsports with this Miccosukee Tundra. It was awesome today. It was good. It wasn't great, but it was good. Again, all we did was bide our time and did what we needed to do to get there at the end of the race and win this thing, have a chance to win this thing. And want to thank the fans, like I said, Miccosukee, NOS Energy Drink, Toyota, TRD, everybody on this team. I mean, they're phenomenal. Doug's really one of a kind, and you know, Richie is too. We've had great jobs with Richie, and I think we're going somewhere, maybe.
I'll tell you what, Kyle, I heard that you didn't have 3rd gear, but somebody just told me you didn't have 2nd gear on that last restart. Is that true? Yeah, the last restart coming there, I stepped in it, and as soon as I stepped in it and applied power, it snapped it too. So I had to go all the way to 4th and just kind of lugged it all the way around there. You know, I got out of the way so those guys could go and race. Didn't want to block them up, but fell back, I don't know how far, but I thought it was like 8th or 10th or something like that. It felt like an eternity to get this thing up to speed and get going, but once we got there, man, I didn't lift them final 12 laps. I just stayed in the gas wide open, ran the middle groove, and it prevailed. That was pretty awesome. So to race those guys like that, and I don't think we out-trucked them today, but we out-drove them at the end. You know, when we look at the whole series, some of the best races we've ever seen happen right here at this racetrack. Where does Atlanta on your favorite list? I mean,
Atlanta's a great racetrack. It's fun. You can move around. It's enjoyable. But, man, when you get going on old tires, it is not that much fun. It looks like fun for a lot of us, but, man, we were just barely hanging on. It's so technical and so finicky. I mean, that's what makes this track so good for all the drivers and shows what cars come out, what drivers come out. But Atlanta's a great place to race. It's probably top 10 on my list, but it's not in the top 5 yet.
Well, he looked like near death yesterday with a sinus infection. Pretty smiley today. Kyle Busch back in victory lane at Atlanta. Now let's check in with Adam, who has a very unhappy Matt Crafton.
We heard from Ron Hornaday and Matt Crafton on the other end of that ordeal there late in the race. So take us through what happened during the race and then once the checkered flag had gone in the air, Matt.
I just got a big run. I was in his left rear quarter panel, and he just decided to block me going into 3. And it's a fast place to go wreck somebody. I wouldn't get a wreck him going into 3, but I guess we might have to do that one of these days to maybe get him where they block him. He said that somebody turned him down, so he had to turn down. I mean, I don't know. I guess one of those race deals. Our truck was so good all day and just messed up right there at the end and killed us.
Talk about the frustration, because you felt very good going into the race, top 5, top 3 all day long, and you end up with a result outside the top 10. That's tough.
That's horrible. I mean, that truck was way better than that. I mean, I don't know. It was too good, and just on that last run, it just got horrible. I mean, just got tight. I don't know what the deal was with it, so we should go on to Martinsville.
Thanks, Matt.
So again, we saw the heated tempers between Hornaday and Crafton, and you heard from both parties now. Hornaday said, I was down there, and Crafton saying, well, you weren't.
He had a run.
You weren't before you saw me coming. So obviously they'll live to race another day, and that next race will be at Martinsville. And when you go to short track racing, it always seems like, well, people remember things that happen on some of these other big tracks.
Yeah, you get over it between now and then. They got a little bit of time to breathe. They'll be all right.
A couple weeks before our next race, but only a day before he gets back behind the wheel. Can he win again? Maybe a sweep in Atlanta. Kyle Busch wins the truck race. Photographs continuing in victory lane for Kyle Busch and his Miccosukee number 51 Toyota Tundra team. Let's take a look at today's touch of gray winning moment and how they got to victory lane.
When we start this tape, you're going to say, how did he win? No second and third gear. He had to start in 4th, and he went all the way back to the 9th spot.
He got completely out of the race here. Then all of a sudden, I look up, and he's running 3rd, and here's the pass for the lead, and actually the pass for the win on the 30 of Todd Bodine.
Makes the move around Todd Bodine. That was the touch of gray winning moment. Touch of gray from Just for Men. Let's go to Adam Alexander.
How about Terry Cook, top 5 finish in 2 of the first 3 races? You must be pleased with 5th today.
Well, pleased. You know, we'll drive back home to Mooresville tonight to see Amy and Cody, but you know, we're disappointed at the same token. You know, anytime you can get down inside of 10 to go and you're leading the race, you got a shot at the win. That's all you can ask for, is put yourself in position. And all day long we were struggling on restarts. Our second gear ratio was just too high. We were spinning the tires, and on that last restart I saw Kyle laying back. I knew he had troubles with transmission in third gear, so I checked the field up a little bit coming to the stripe there to the, you know, restart point, and just couldn't get going again. Just, you know, was struggling spinning the tires, and then sure enough, 2 restarts in a row we were running out of fuel getting into turn 1, and motor just stumbled. Just couldn't get enough fuel in the pickup and the fuel cell. So it was a great call by Danny Rollins and the entire Harris Trucking Tire Tundra team to put us in that position to win it, but unfortunately just didn't have a little bit more fuel in that little black box, and they're picking it up. But nevertheless, still very pleased with top 5.
I appreciate the competitor in you that says I wanted to win the race when leading late, but what kind of statement does this make for this team in this situation to come out of the gate like you guys have?
Well, it's huge. You know, we obviously have Harris Trucking Tire Tundra is, you know, got Harris Trucking on it, but you know, we've had some great sponsors. Cajun Industries, TMASE has helped us out this year. S-Line has helped us out a bunch, but we're still needing sponsorship to keep running. And if we can keep running like this, I think it's all going to take care of itself. But yeah, I mean, if we could have had another top 5 at California, who knows, might be leading the points now.
Solid veteran in 5th today. That's Terry Cook. Another one in 4th. Ray?
Well, the Exoid Toyota comes home with a 4th place finish, and what a start to this season, Mike Skinner. You start with a brand new team. There was a lot of question marks about whether or not you guys would be competitive, but a 7th, an 11th, and a 4th, that's a pretty good start.
Well, it really is. Today we had about a 9th place truck, and the way the pit stops all worked out, Eric knew that our truck wasn't very good. He said, we got to do something. So we came in on the last stop and topped back off on fuel. So we had plenty of fuel. We were going to come down pit road one more time and get tires, but we were only going to do it one time. And several of the other front runners had to pit. So I think that moved us up a few spots, but we'll sure as heck take it. And I'm just proud that the Exide folks were here today, and you know, I want to thank American Commercial Lines for sponsoring this race. It was a great day.
I'll tell you, Mike, this new pit road rule sure keeps us hopping down here. How do you like it from the driver's seat?
It sucks. I hate it. It's the worst thing we've done yet, in my opinion. But I don't make the rules. I'm glad that NASCAR lets me come and play, Ray. I don't think the fans like it. I know I don't like it. We got our right front tire cut again today on pit road by another truck, and it's just, it's a tough deal, but I'm sure they'll get it right. They'll look at it and make some right decisions here soon.
All right, congratulations on another good run. Mike Skinner finishes 4th, and Adam is standing by with Chad McCumbee.
And for the 2nd straight race, Chad McCumbee able to use a good race truck, nice strategy, and a good finish. 6th place today. Your thoughts?
Oh, man, it's just really cool that we can keep this momentum going. Bobby's, once again, the man on top of the pit box. We were good in the early going there, and we were a solid top 10 truck. We had some problem getting the fuel in the truck the first stop, and that went on into the 2nd stop. And just, you know, obviously, you know, we would restart 20th or whatever it was every time, so we never really could show that we were still good. But, you know, he kept telling me that we were running, you know, probably around 5th place times the whole time, and so we kept confident, and we knew we just needed to do something to get some track position. And luckily, having a fuel problem, we could put a little extra fuel in because we were already at the back. And if it went green, I mean, heck, we were one of the few that I think could have made it. But you know, strategy there at the end a little bit, you know, 4 tires, no fuel, and a few other guys did it, and we knocked a hole in the nose going around Carmichael, and that, I think that's what maybe kept us from battling for that win there.
Congratulations on a good day.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Remember, we thought he cleared him.
Yeah, totally cleared him. That could have been debris also, too,
yeah,
that maybe poked a hole in the front of that truck.
What a great day for racing at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Kyle Busch collecting more checkered flags in his young career. Bowing to the crowd here at Atlanta. We'll be right back.